Hey guys, hey, I'm currently in my bed tonight. This video will probably either be nothing, like no, what is it? How was y'all's weekend? Um, I haven't weighed myself. Last time I weighed myself, let me to the foot right here. That was 220. I'm not gonna say I'm too proud of it, but I mean I can see progress. Like if you, I guess you can kind of see it. Just, I'm not gonna say it here and say it's the best. I'm still working calves. Little cat thing. Can't do it because I'm not standing up. Um, I don't know. I like these little bedroom videos. Everything's clean. Got a little Hello Kitty thing over there for my lady. Um, Towels. But to start off the video, let's talk. You know, and I think what the topic about the video would be. I have many topics to talk about, whether it's about weight loss or it's how we feel after weight loss. But I think a video that to the title will be called is Rejection. I know I'm probably taking I'm honestly gonna take some inspiration from Gallman. I always mention him. He's gonna be down link below or a little right somewhere on there. Um but rejection. What is rejection? How do people feel about rejection? How do you feel about rejection? How does it make oneself feel after you get said after they say no? You know, as sad as it is, rejection can be something that we all are very much afraid. Rejection can be of many things. One, rejection of a female or a relationship. Rejection could be from a job offer or something. They reject you. You know, many things can be rejected. You know, to get, look, just that's not even that simple. You ask out a girl that you really liked, and you go and ask her. You come up with a nice line and whatnot. You guys know what I'm talking about. And she says no. How does that make you feel after? After she says no. You know, I think rejection is a beautiful thing, even though it comes both hand in hand. It's a beautiful thing and a sad thing. It's a beautiful thing. The reason I'm saying is because you learn, you learn from that experience. And the good thing is that you tend to move on. You understand that rejection. You, as sad as it is, it takes time to move on from that rejection. But, you know, you do your best to move on because it's the only thing you can do. If you stay back and you are very resentful and very petty, you end up like, say, I said Mordecai from Regular Show. And you got rejected from, I think it was, what's your name? The Redbird? I forgot her name, but I know bro likes her a lot. But here's the clip where he was very depressed. He was like oppressive of his emotions. He didn't want to do anything. He just wanted to stay in his room. You know, everybody tried to cheer him up, and it was all over for a girl. You know, what can we do? To deal with this sort of rejection. And I think there's probably 5 steps, if not 3. The first step is understanding and being comfortable with that said rejection. Step 1. You are comfortable and you understand rejection because you understand that, okay, there's something little, setback, but we can keep moving forward. Right. Second step is reaching out, or I would say gym, or doing something to get that off your mind, moving on. And why I say moving on or gym is because when you move on, you grow as a person, even though you're by yourself, you learn to love yourself throughout the whole process of you growing, the process of you working on yourself, Because what do most people do? And I know it seems kind of cheesy, but what do most people do after a breakup or after they get rejected? We hit the gym. Could be for girls too. Never really heard of it, but you know, the reason we do that is because that rejection, that hurt, we have to get it out somewhere. Whether it's doing any sort of hobby to get your mind off of it, The gym helps us forget. It's whether it's even a motorcycle ride or a car ride on a beautiful night, or if it's a stormy night, you drive down. Imagine this: windshield wipers wiping off the water. You listen to your music, driving down. Whether you're going to work, whether you're going to the gym, it's calm. It's just you, Or you could be listening to a podcast, you know. Rejection is something that needs to happen in every aspect of our life, you know. And probably third step I want to say is just a lot of steps, honestly, because probably step three is would be just understanding, you know, understanding that everything happens for a reason, you know. Obviously, if you're not to mostly religion and whatnot, you'd be like, probably like those laws of like, life or something. There's like probably like a law or something about that like things happen for a reason. But once you understand, you know, you live better, man. You move on, friends, family, everything is just like a blur of what happened. You just move on. You work on yourself, like said, step two, and step one probably. And man, you are after you understand everything, you are becoming the best person you can just from understanding, just from entering, anything you want to do and just moving on. You're way better than instead of holding that resentment, like, man, she deserves me. I'm the best. Why didn't she ask me? Why did she reject me? Many questions can come up through that, which is normal. You ask, am I not good enough? Am I overweight? Am I too ugly? Am I too skinny? Do I not have enough muscle? Just a lot of things, Or if you stuttered in the said situation, A lot of things can run through your head, and you're like, man, what could I have done differently, And that's where the next thing happens after rejection: coping or staying at your lowest from said rejection. Let's say before you would watch porn, just to make yourself feel good, just because you didn't have that connection with that person. But now you're watching it because that person said no, and you're watching this because you want to feel, I guess, a little bit of dopamine, a little bit better about yourself. Like we do tend to relapse on a lot of things, but said rejections can really affect a person. I know we're like, oh, let's move on and everything, but things is not the same. Rejection can also come from, let's say, cheating. You know, I know they kind of go hand in hand, or you can tell me in the comments. It could be a different. I say the same thing. You felt rejected as a person. When you cheat on someone, I feel like that person could feel rejected because, like, man, they cheated on me. And the person could go on a downward spiral and just think and be like, let's say they were appear, then their habits change, mental just and they shoot down. You know, and I'm just I'm honestly here just to give you something like, you got this. You know, if you get rejected, understand that it's a stepping stone to your. I don't want to sound cringy, like oh, stepping stone to your next arc. It's just a stepping stone to your next understanding to where you want to be. Because only you can choose how you handle that rejection. You know, like that Gone Man video when he said, even he said it about either handling it pettiness, where he could be like, man, f her, this and this, but no, he decided to take it as a stepping stone and said, okay, we move and we keep working on ourselves, Like, what can you do to be the best person you can after said rejection? Don't forget that it's you against you. And at the end of the day, any rejection that you get is a stepping stone and a learning for you, you know? Understand that we are here for a purpose. We are here to learn from every single mistake in our lives. We are here to handle anything that steps in our way, you know? And rejection is just a little stepping stone from the big things that are to come. So don't hold back. Be the best person you can be. Surpass your limits. Okay? It's hard. I understand. I've been there. I throughout my whole life, I've always been this over. I would say I was this fat kid, like I'm trying to work on it, but the little, man boobs and whatnot, or have that, but they're a lot bigger. I would say now it's kind of I'm developing my chest, losing the love handles, losing the front. What is the belly thing? And as I went through life, I would take said rejections very horribly. I was like, damn, no one's gonna love me. I'm never gonna find that one girl, because I had, like I would say, I liked many girls, but I'm not gonna say I was gonna ask them out or I loved them. And there was so many rejections I still remember that in 8th grade they gave. I think it was like before we left. I think it was like a week before, and I got a card from these two girls. I'm not gonna say their names, but they were like, I think it's most likely to get rejected by every girl, and that really. And I just looked at it. I was like, damn, like like one of the girls, call her M. It's her first name. You know, um, she's in college right now. That's about it. She's, I guess, had to hang with the same friend group, which is kind of just like, another girl. I don't know what she's up to, but lives aren't, you know, it's the best. But I don't know. Can't really give my opinion. It's not my life, but you know, like I feel like they thought they were up here, but they're really down here. To stoop that low to put that in someone's mind, like me. Got it. And the moment I was mad, and I kind of threw it away. And she's like, no, 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 no. They were like, no, 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 keep it. I'm like, why would I keep something that kind of makes me like, like it was dumb. Like I would say I was a lot thinner than this. Like I didn't have love handles or this. And I was probably starting to get this. You see this? That's about it. And then this was kind of like in. I was like 183. You know. I think we just probably had the way of presenting myself that I wasn't getting onto the girls. Well, I was able to talk to them just because the way probably young. I was young. I was very shy. I wasn't able to keep the conversation going. But yeah, and I would handle situations so bad. And whenever I would get them, I would mess them up. Because on two of my relationships, uh, even though it is what it is, but I do feel bad. I cheat on the females, you know, and I would say I wasn't at my best. They wanted me, you know, and they appreciated me at my worst, you know. And now that I'm little by little going up in said weight going down, you know, I do feel bad because the way that things came out, it was horrible, you know. Like obviously, yeah, me and we both, there's no way that after said thing anything good can happen. But we didn't end on good terms. Like we still talk here and there, but that was way back, like probably like a year ago. That's about it. And you know, I truly do feel bad for what I did. What can you do? And now that I do have a girlfriend, and I would say the first time I guess she rejected me. I was back to middle school, same year. And then after high school, we talked for a bit, and she friends on me, so I was able to like. I guess you would say it's kind of cringy, but I use it as a fuel to my fire. Like I got to work on myself. This and this. I worked on myself. I gradually. I wouldn't say I did legs because my legs are kind of beefy, a little beefy right now, a little. And this chest was more developed, which I felt amazing. But I would just do this. Like I would mainly, if I'm being honest, I would just focus on this stomach and back. That was all. But yeah, man. And I was able to handle rejection kind of in a good way. And I asked her. I bought her a chili dog, and she said yes, man. I'm being so serious. I bought her. Let me tell y'all this story. So I'll probably let her tell y'all like the whole thing. But I was talking to her. She told me her mom was gonna like me, her family was gonna like me, and I told her, "You like me or not?" She's like, "Yeah, I do." She's like, "All right then, I'm gonna go. I should be my girlfriend in person. You can say yes, cool. If not, you can still take the food. I don't care." I asked her. She said yes. She got the food. It was a Sonic chili dog. It was pickle fries. I don't know if any of y'all like that. It's probably nasty. And I think it was Sprite. And from there on, my girlfriend ever since. You know, like I'm happy. I was able to learn that whole thing of rejection to where I'm at now. You know, I'm truly happy with everything I've learned. You know, and just to kind of give you guys off with this, take rejection in every form you can. It's okay. understand, you gotta learn from that. It's those little things that help us grow mentally, spiritually, and physically. And you can choose how you handle that. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm proud of people who are doing that and people who are working on that. So congratulations, man. You're doing well. Um, also, be 19 soon. This Sunday, the 28th, I'm gonna be 19. If I generally feel like I've been 18 forever, but yeah, I'll be 19 this year. And yeah, man, I hope you guys generally have a good have a good weekend, or hope you had a good weekend. It's gonna come out Monday. Let me quickly turn this thing on. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Um, I don't know my presence here. I am Photo Central. I don't know this thing really was gonna become like a photography thing because I really enjoyed it. I really need to focus back on that. If y'all want to see some videos on photography and whatnot, just like me taking pictures and whatnot, comment down below. And as always, I don't know. I'll probably change my name. Not just guys on probably know me as call me Central or Photo, whichever one y'all like, or PC. I don't know PC. Damn, never mind. Just call me Central. But thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.